So, today is February 7th, Super Bowl Sunday. And a little chilly outside. All week is supposed to be like this. We got days forecast to be below zero highs and teens below zero at night, so yeah. But we're nice and cozy in here. And as you can see, we've got this shaft log section installed today. It was a bit of a job, but not too bad. I had a little bit of that crowning, like I was talking about. This bottom piece was crowned a little bit, and then this top piece was actually crowned a little bit this way, so the thing was sitting there teetering. There's 1/8 to 3/16 inch of gap on either side. So after I did an initial test fit and discovered that, kind of gave me an idea of what I had to do, and what I did was I planed down, used my power plane to plane down the insides of that a little bit. Brought the edges, left the edges, I left the outside edges, that 1/2 inch or so, I left those pretty much intact, and just ran the plane a few passes across the center here to bring it level, or just even a touch below level. And then of course we used epoxy and thickened epoxy to make the joint then. Probably didn't have quite as many clamps, long clamps, because I needed at least 4-foot long clamps. But I think we got adequate pressure. We got pretty good squeeze out everywhere. There's a couple places where we didn't have complete squeeze out, and I filled those in from the outside just a little bit, but I'm pretty sure there was reasonably good contact over the vast majority of it. But we need to get this other piece that goes on top of here done now. And this is a pretty big piece. That's the piece that comes up like this and goes out to the transom. And that is this piece right here, which I've got started already, but it needs a lot more pieces of wood attached to it, so that's going to take a while. But anyway, once I get that piece done, then I can start moving these frames, actually start installing frames. And I think that's what I'm going to have to do, is install the frames at the rear of the boat, at the stern, on the stern, and then work my way forward, simply because of the track up here. If I make them here, then I can just run them along the track and run them back and install them right away. I was going to do the engine room ones first, but I'm going to get there quick enough anyway. It doesn't really matter. I've got what, four frames done, and that's, yeah, I can get one done a day if I time everything right, but it's not that big a rush. I had hoped to have the frames up by the end of this spring and then start planking this summer, and we're going to be on target for that with no problem, I don't think. The other piece down here is the stem piece. That's this big one here. That's the stem. And that needs a little more cleaning up, and then I'll need to get my patterns out and mark the patterns off. And then it goes up there. But since I'm working from the stern forward, there's really no big rush to get that done now. I really want to get the aft end done so I can start putting frames on, putting floors in and frames on. And I'm going to need a whole lot more 2x6s for the frames too. I think I figured I needed 120 more. I think I had 60 initially. I just ordered those just to have a start, get a good start. And that's what I've got left under the framing table there. That's all I've got left. It really takes, what, 8 of them to do a frame. Yeah, in this frame I had setting up leaning up against the hull, and I came out this morning and it had fallen over, and you can see it cracked in a couple places there. So I'll have to replace that. And I bought a bunch of 2x6s so I can start using 2x6s up here anyway, because those 1x6s, especially on the bigger frames towards the center of the boat, they just aren't enough. And what else? Yeah, I guess that's about all. I haven't really gotten a whole lot accomplished. Yeah, shouldn't say that. I mean, it's coming along fine. Just a lot of little things to do, and yeah, it keeps me busy. That's what I wanted. Anyway, that's Super Bowl Sunday. That's my update.